How's it going, guys? Panther Films, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 1, Episode 5 of The Acolyte. This episode is titled Night, which is pretty funny because last episode was called Day, right? Day, night on this planet. But yeah, last episode we had, in my opinion, probably the weakest episode of the show. Maybe not. A lot of people would say episode 3 was pretty weak, but I don't know, I just didn't really like last episode because we spent literally pretty much all of it walking through the woods. And then finally, right at the end, something happened. And then it ended, of course, right? But that wasn't the only problem. The big problem, in my opinion, was the May kind of switcheroo that happened. Like, episode 3 established that she's a bit of a psychopath. She was willing to kill her sister, and then suddenly, last episode, she's like, oh no, I regret killing the Jedi. I don't want to be working for this Sith or whatever anymore, you know? Like, I'm going to go to Kalnaka and he's going to arrest me. And it's like, what? Like, where did this complete 180 come from? And then you had some weird dialogue with Yord and Osha, where Yord says, like, we've known each other since we were younglings, and it's like, okay, but what's that got to do with what we're talking about? Like, a lot of the dialogue just feels very exposition-y just for the sake of it, because they're trying to tell the audience and remind the audience that Yord and Osha knew each other for years, right? And it's like, we get that based off the first episode. You don't have to hammer it in that they know each other, or that they've known each other for quite a while. And then you also had another nitpicky thing, like killing Kalnaka off screen. Bit of a mistake there. 100% Kaimir is the Sith. Like, it just makes sense. He's the only person on that planet. He's the only person that knows May has gone against him, but he's acting like the fool and the dimwit because, like Yoda, for instance, like Yoda acted like a fool, but in reality he was a great master, right, when Luke visited him on Dagobah. So it's the same thing, right? Like, Kaimir just acts foolish, but in the grand scheme of things he's very, very smart. And very powerful. Based off the end of last episode, he just pushed like at least 7 to 8 Jedi away. Half of them, actually more than half of them, being red shirts that are just going to get killed, probably off screen. I hope they don't do a situation where, like, all we get was the end of last episode and then it's going to cut to after the fight. Like, the fight's done and then maybe we're just seeing, like, the end of it. There's not really much else to talk about other than, I guess, the Ki-Adi-Mundi stuff, right? But there's been a lot of debate on that online. Like, they never actually canonized his age, so that doesn't really matter. The only thing that might matter now is just what he said in Phantom Menace. But even then, in the context of that, not defending the show or anything, just saying, in the context of Phantom Menace, he was still wrong. Because we saw Darth Maul, we saw Sidious, and then he also said in episode 2, Attack of the Clones, that fucking Dooku isn't a murderer, yet Dooku murders someone in that fucking film, so, alright, sure, whatever. He's that big of a head, and he's that dumb. Like, dude, where's your brain going? No wonder the Jedi fell if he's one of the masters, like, what the fuck? Yeah, not defending the show or anything, just it's just funny to point out stuff like that. But yeah, all I hope for this episode is we get to see something happen, and some big plot developments. Please. Because I'm not spending another episode, like, we'll probably spend the whole episode following fucking Basil in the woods or some shit. And then, like, you just see the lightsaber duel in the background. Yeah, I mean, that basically sums it all up. So let's stop dilly-dallying around with this shitty intro and get right into the fucking episode.
I can't hesitate a second time.
She's gonna hesitate.
He'll kill you.
He'd have to find me first.
He already has. There he is. This better be a full episode of, like, a lightsaber fight, I swear to God. Huh? Let me guess, we skipped all of it. I hope not.
Pep.
Ah, Pep's good. Well, you hear them fighting. How do you fall? Oh. There's one med shit. Let me see it. What the fuck? Oh, well, he's dead. Whoa. The fuck? Oh, Yod. Oh. Well, he's definitely good. What's that gonna do? Didn't do anything. Run! That's the same line of dialogue that ended last episode. Yeah, I was about to say, surely Kalnaka's lightsaber's there, right? I don't know if they needed a transition there. That's kind of weird. I feel like this show overuses the transitions. Wait, why does he want to kill her now? You know what I mean? Like, why does he want to kill her now even though he threw her to the side before? Yeah.
Civilian to the ship.
What? If they don't show him and Sol fight, there's something up there.
You're injured.
Fine.
Yeah, you got hit.
Sol gave me an order. Come on.
Careful though, you've got the lightsaber out, which means the bugs are gonna be coming out.
Who are you? I sense something familiar.
It's came out, right? That's what he's sensing.
You carry a Jedi weapon,
Eh.
but you are no Jedi.
No, could be an apprentice. Maybe that's what we're going with, right? Like, he's serving his master. What the fuck, Jackie? Drop kick.
You're under arrest for the murder of Master Indara, the murder of...
I mean, she didn't kill Torben,
the murder
technically.
of Master Tobin, the murder...
Torben killed himself, technically. Also, I thought May didn't want to be bad anymore, yet she's trying to kill Jackie. Like, what?
You trained May.
Yep.
Show your face.
No.
No. What master hides his face from his pupil?
He's not a master. This whole episode just going to be like people fighting. Oof.
Jackie is a Jedi. She can take care of herself.
Well, not really. I mean, a lot of Jedi have just died. The fuck? Get up, Salt. He's gone. He's levitated up.
What is he? Yord.
Sith.
I don't know.
It's gotta be.
He gets into your head and he stays there.
My mother could do that. Get inside a Jedi's head.
Maybe he was on that planet. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Like, she doesn't want to be bad anymore, but she's about to kill a Jedi. There you go.
You took Master Kalnaka's saber.
Yeah, she kind of had to. He's coming for me. Oh, there he is. Jackie's dead.
She's a loyal pupil.
Holding her own though. How the fuck is he doing? Is that cortosis from Legends? Like it's a metal that can disable lightsabers for a little bit. Ah yes. Classic. Oh, she's dead, dude. Yep. What? Oh, I guess not. Fair enough. Like, he doesn't care about killing the Jedi, he just cares about getting May. And the Jedi are just in his way. Looks like they're on fucking Dagobah. Yeah, the bugs.
The light attracts them.
Attracts what?
What do you mean, what? You were just there. You saw what happened before. What are you talking about? Fucking... Good. Jesus. Maybe you could use them to your advantage.
Coward,
Whoa.
you are going to betray me.
Why does it look like he's fucking floating?
You've always been weak.
Well, obviously he did that on purpose. Oh. May needs an up, she's just gonna run. I mean, the choreography is pretty good. Like, all things considered. Like, the fighting's not great, but the choreography, they nailed that.
He's gonna kill them. He's gonna kill them all.
No shit. It's kind of the point. That's why he's here. As evident from that fighting right there. That fighting wasn't good.
Follow me.
They're gonna lure the things towards Kimar. How do you say his name? Kimar? Quimar? That's gotta be Cortez's, right? Like the metal. Jackie's surprisingly good. Oh! Oh! Is it him? Yep, that's him. Oh, she felt Jackie die, right?
Was that its name?
What the fuck?
She was a child.
You brought her here. You really didn't know it was me.
I mean, yeah, because he could fight well, like, it was kind of obvious.
You attacked me while my back is turned?
That's not the Jedi way.
Not very Jedi of you.
Yeah.
What are you?
I have no name.
Well, he didn't ask who are you, he asked what are you.
You might call me Sith.
Well, there you go.
What do you want?
Freedom.
Well, he's definitely a Sith. Freedom?
I want a pupil. But this one went back on our deal. So now I have to kill every single last one of you.
Alright, fair enough.
I don't make the rules.
Well, his voice has changed there.
They see my face. They all die.
That's why Ki-Adi-Mundi says there hasn't been a sighting of a Sith in a millennium, right? Because everyone has to die. Yod. Ooh.
Surprise.
Yo! That's fucked. They've never done something like that. Well, I mean, they kind of did it with Obi-Wan, right? Where Vader snapped that guy's throat. That was a brutal kill. It's Saul next. Damn, that was a strong kick. Let him finish it.
You trust him? Even after everything he did to you, I've accepted my darkness. What have you done with yours?
He clearly did something with the witches. The bats. All the cockroach things.
The Jedi do not attack the unarmed.
Who says he's unarmed? Because he can still use his hands to kill. He just did it with Yod.
I love you, Pip.
What? Pip? They're not killing Pip too. I mean, he's obviously going to get out of that, but kind of a shit way to deal with him. It's like Kang from Quantum Mania getting taken out by ants.
Why did he say I shouldn't trust you?
Because he was involved with the witches. He did something back in the day.
I'll explain.
Oh, for fuck's sake. No. I mean, I guess they need to talk, right? Literally, every single one of the Jedi is dead. The only one left is Saul. It took them that long to approach each other. What? Why did you transition? What the fuck?
What have you done? Everything you've ever done has been for yourself. All of these lives lost tonight. You got what they deserved. Those Jedi were more my family than you ever were. You were the violent one.
Yeah.
You started that fire.
But there was a big explosion. Something else happened.
They've turned you against me.
Oh god. He's turned you against me! They've turned you against me, even though you tried to kill her because she wanted to go with the Jedi. I love you, but I'm gonna kill you because... why not? Also, I just noticed she's got like chainmail. What the fuck?
You're a criminal, May. You must pay for your crimes. You followed a false master. So did you.
They have to cut a lot because
He saved my life. And what kind of life is that, huh?
it's only one actress playing both characters.
He led you nowhere.
Yeah, they've got dead close-up shots of the fight. She's knocked out. I mean, what's she gonna do? Huh? What's the point of that? Oh, to make it look like maybe she's Osha? It took him ages to do that. Basil. Yeah, she changed clothes. That's
So?
May.
Let me help you.
Does he not sense something is different?
Let's go.
They're gonna swap, right? May's gonna go with the Jedi, Osha's gonna go with Sith boy. I mean, come on, like, they're trying to, like, reveal it like it's a big thing. We know it's her. Basil's... the scent is different. It's kind of wild that he literally killed pretty much everyone.
We are.
Wait, is that... oh, he did Force Heal. Wasn't that Kylo Ren's theme? The fuck? God damn it, dude. They end it there? Well, I mean... I guess, like, if you were to compare it, I guess that's technically, like, the Red Wedding of Star Wars. Well, Order 66 could be considered that, but for this show specifically, definitely. They probably just killed, like, maybe half the cast. Well, I mean, in Jackie and Yord, they were only 2. But still, like, they killed, like, characters that have been kind of relevant for the first few episodes, so it's wild that they've just killed them off. See, I don't want to just say that that was the best episode of the show, because the majority of it was just fighting. Like, the dialogue, while there wasn't a lot of dialogue, it still wasn't great, you know? But at least something happened, like, to push the story a little bit further. Even though now it does feel like we're back to square one, they've just flipped who's with who, you know? Like, now Osha's with Kimar, that's it, right? Kimar, and May's with Sol. So they've just flipped it. But we're back to square one. But honestly, though, like, the choreography was pretty good. It was kind of brutal. Like, they were killing every fucking Jedi off. I mean, I expected the red shirts to die. I didn't expect Jackie and Yord to die. Not in the same episode. Like, maybe, like, a few episodes apart, but not the same episode. Like, Sol being the only one left, and the fact now that he needs to go tell the Jedi that there's a Sith out there. But then, like, Ki-Adi-Mundi said there hasn't been a Sith sighting in Millennium. Like, I don't know. Unless May stops him from going to Coruscant. Also, does May still have Kalnaka's lightsaber, or did she get rid of it? But yeah, Kamar, whatever, can definitely fight. But it was obvious it was him. The big reveal, it wasn't really a big reveal. Like, the signs were there that it was him. Like, he was the only other person on that planet at that exact time that would have known that May is going against him. Now the better question is he the apprentice, or is he the master, or is he just genuinely just doing this alone? And what's Saul hiding? What's the darkness that Saul has? Like, was Saul responsible for what happened at the witch's place? Like, did he kill all of them? But then how would Kima know? I keep saying his name different every time. Like, I need to hear his name again, like, on screen, so I can actually tell like, how to pronounce it. But yeah, it's interesting that I think it was the Kylo Ren theme played when he did a Force heal. And you know, when they did Force heals in the canon, that was with the sequel trilogy, specifically Rise of Skywalker. But it's interesting that they played the Kylo Ren theme. And yet, he does kind of look like a Knight of Ren. What if this is like a big twist and he's like a Knight of Ren in the sequel trilogy? That'd be stupid. There's no way he'd be that old. He's definitely got to be a Sith though. Like, talking about freedom, I'm pretty sure like a few episodes ago he quoted the Sith code and stuff. Like, it has to be a Sith. And it's the only other explanation. It can't just be like a dark side user who's just turned his lightsaber red. Like, it's not a fallen Jedi or anything like that, right? It is 100% a Sith. Like, he even said it himself, like, you know, I don't have a name, but the Jedi like you would call me Sith. Him headbutting the lightsabers and, like, using his, like, armor and stuff. Is that from Legends? Is that, it's cortosis, right? Like, it's like a metal that can disable lightsabers for a limited time. And that's obviously what happened. Like, it's not, I don't think it's stronger than Beskar, but it's decently strong enough to block a lightsaber. And disable it. Because I think it's a specific, like, material that's in it. So it's cool that they've brought in something from Legends there. I do find, like, the cortosis thing a little bit interesting, though, because technically, doesn't that, in a weird way, break the rule of, like, the Jedi and Sith? Right? That I think George made up. It's a fucking stupid rule. But, like, let's say, like a Jedi and Sith are having a lightsaber fight. Beam, 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 you know, all that. They clash. So they're both, like, clashed together. And then one of them powers down their lightsaber. And then just ignites it again and kills whoever. I think the rule that, I'm pretty sure it was George. It was either George or just Lucasfilm in general. They said the Jedi don't do it because it would, like, it's not honouring the code of Jedi. And the Sith wouldn't do it because they would be seen as weak. I think it's fucking stupid. Because it's like, I mean, technically he kind of did that this episode. He just fucking headbutted the lightsabers and then they've powered down and then he can use that to kill them. And also, like, him saying you wouldn't kill, like, Jedi don't kill the unarmed, and it's like, yeah, they don't, but if you're a threat, I feel like the Jedi would try to sort you out, at least, because there's no way, like, just because he doesn't have a lightsaber in his hand doesn't mean he can't use the Force and kill someone with the Force. Vader can do it. Vader snapped the neck with the Force. Which, by the way, him killing Yord, that's probably one of the most brutal kills in, like, Star Wars. Definitely. Obviously, there's quite a lot, because, you know, Anakin killing the younglings, but we didn't see that. You know, there's a difference between seeing it and, like, kind of alluding to it, but not showing it. So, like, seeing Yord just get his neck snapped like that is wild. Like, I didn't expect Yord to survive, because he got injured at the beginning of the episode, so I thought, okay, he's going to be out of action for, like, the whole episode. But, nope, they killed both Jeki and Yord. Yord didn't do shit, though. Like, all things considered, like, he got his ass handed to him twice. Like, Jeki was pulling in all her punches. Like, she survived the longest, I think, against him. And the only reason he got, like, so much more aggressive is because she took off his mask. But the fact that she even did that alone proves that she's skilled. Right, more skilled than fucking Yord. I wonder if this was, like, the lightsaber duel that they were talking about that would rival Duel of the Fates. I mean, it was good, but there's something about Duel of the Fates that's just fucking amazing. Like, just the scene with Obi-Wan and Maul after Qui-Gon gets stabbed, right? And you just have Obi-Wan fucking losing his shit. Like, the choreography there is amazing, with the way it's shot and everything. Here, it felt like they were trying to hide a lot of stuff, you know? But it was still good. I'm not saying, like, it was bad. Like, the choreography in this episode was good, but it absolutely didn't top Duel of the Fates. Duel of the Fates is hard to top. Like, it's ridiculous how good Duel of the Fates is. Like, from the music to just, like, the whole fight itself to what happens in the fight to it literally shaping the whole franchise. Like, that's how big of a duel it is. That's why it's called Duel of the Fates, is because it decides what happens. Right? It puts fate together. Like, once Qui-Gon gets stabbed, the whole thing changes. Like, if Qui-Gon didn't die, it would have been very, very different. All things considered, like, I'll applaud Disney for that one, I guess, because, like, the choreography hasn't been great. I did enjoy the Vader and Obi-Wan fight in Obi-Wan. Like, at the end of that. That was a good duel. I liked it. But... And I guess, like, the fight with Ahsoka and Anakin and Ahsoka. But other than that, like, there's not been a lot of duels in Disney's era that have been that good. I mean, I guess you could kind of count Clone Wars Season 7, right, with Darth Maul and Ahsoka. You could kind of count that, because technically it did come out in the Disney era. But it was already... The whole thing was planned out before, you know what I mean? Like, they planned out the whole arc before Disney bought the IP. Like, is it too much to say that that was the best episode? Right? Because I genuinely believe, like, something actually happened with the story. Like, we pushed something forward. Right? The dialogue still isn't great, but I enjoyed the choreography and I enjoyed the, like, the action stuff. But, like, is that kind of weird for me to say that, oh, the episode that's the best is the one that has the lightsaber duel? Like, ooh, like, no. It's just, it genuinely was a decent, it was decent for the most part. Like, I don't have, like, many major issues with this episode or any major complaints. Like last episode, for instance, where it just felt like we just trekked through the woods for, like, 30 minutes and nothing really happened. And then they kill Kalmaka off screen. Like, there's not a lot of complaints there other than just some of the dialogue. Like, for instance, like, Yord saying, like, why should I power down my lightsaber? It's like, well, you were there when the fucking bug things were attracted to Saul's lightsaber. Like, you know not to have it ignited. Right? Yeah, when Chimera killed Jackie, and his response to killing her, like, you brought her here. That was its name? Like, what the fuck? That's wild. As if he said that after killing her. Like, he just genuinely didn't care. He was like, oh, that was her name? Oh, that was its name? Alright. Well, it's your fault she died, because you brought her here. I just love that all the Jedi that were red shirts died basically off screen. But yeah, I mean, I guess Saul's going back to Coruscant now with May. But then, like, if Saul reports that there's a Sith, that's going to get a bit weird, because now the Jedi are going to know that there was a Sith. Even though Ki-Adi-Mundi said there hasn't been a Sith sighting in Millennium. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed that episode. You know, like, mainly because of the choreography, mainly because of, like, the shit that was happening. It was fun to watch, right? The dialogue still isn't great, but at least that wasn't kind of like the main part of the episode. It was basically just the duel. And I'm glad that, even though the cliffhanger was a bit annoying last episode, I'm glad that we actually spent a whole episode dealing with the ramifications of that ending. You know? So I'm glad that they didn't do what I think they do, where they just cut away and we don't see the rest of the fight. I mean, they kind of did that, like a Jedi was already dead and stuff, and like everyone was kind of separated. But I'm glad that they didn't completely skip the fight, you know? I'm excited to see where it goes, because like after that, I don't know how it's going to end. You know what I mean? Like, fuck knows where they're going to go with the story now. There's still the mystery of like what happened in the past. There's still like, okay, what's Chimera going to do, right? Yeah, I mean, that basically sums it all up. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you for the next one. Ta-ta and farewell.